Say, what's up?
Not a whole lot. What's up with you?
Nelson. What point, what rating are we doing on cars?
Uh, I don't know. I'm trying to get Jeff in here. I invited him.
Yeah. Oh, I thought he was on here. I he
I,
invited me to the game or something. I don't know.
I sent him an invite to the party. He just messaged me. He said he started one.
Started one?
Or um, that's what he said. I'm gonna tell him I started one.
Uh, what did he start though?
He started a party. I didn't see one.
Me either. Maybe we can join his or some shit.
He's still not there.
Let's see. Let's see.
It
I don't
just says
know.
join game by his name.
Can't join a party. Well, I leave. We don't figure it out. I can't.
He
Did
said
you
no.
invite the?
Yeah,
Let me
I
try.
sent him an invite. You send them one.
Yeah, let me send him one. Let's fix that. Oh shit.
There he is. He just joined.
Who just joined?
You did.
I've tried starting it 50 million times.
50 million.
Yeah.
Oh. But when you first messaged me, I was talking to my friend on the phone.
Well, you talk too much. Evening, Tony.
All right, evening to you.
Corey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, oh, there you go.
Is there like a go kart track from this game? Like a short ass track?
There's a Lime Rock Park.
Just shortest track possible. Let's do that one.
Fine.
Okay.
We're headed there now. That's probably the shortest one, wouldn't you think?
Well, that other short track, that oval,
Well, that one's
that
what is
fantasy.
that one? That one is Eagle Rock.
That's right.
Yeah. There we go. Eagle Rock. It's even shorter and
At
here we go.
400 points.
Okay.
400 points.
I got my car.
Okay.
Oh, he's getting his car. Oh crap.
Oh, this is the track. This sucks.
Well, what
This is like
track
a
you want?
I don't know. It's like a this is a NASCAR track.
Well, yeah, except for they put a chicane in the middle of one of the straightaways. You want Lime
Uh,
Rock Park then?
Something with a little bit not different. Yeah, not like a NASCAR thing. Yeah, but the next shortest track.
Here we go. You'll recognize this one.
I'm watching the Cars Tour race. It's on TV right now.
The
FS,
what?
the Cars Tour race is on FS1
Oh, is it?
at North Wilkesboro.
Oh, that's right. They're running this weekend.
I'm running my Chevelle. So
You're running your Chevelle.
I guess
You're
that's what it
19.
is.
Your 1970 Chevelle.
Yeah, what are you guys gonna run?
I'm gonna run my Chevelle. I haven't run that in
Let's
forever.
see.
All right then.
I'm gonna. Nobody wants to run at old cars, man. Hallelujah. There it is.
Three laps max.
3 laps. Okay. Let's see. Event. Event set up.
All right, I gotta find the car.
3 laps. Huh?
Around what number? 380 to 400?
Well, mine is 610. Oh shit. Yours is only 383.
What's
I
wrong with
need-
that? All right,
Well, there's nothing.
Should I upgrade it?
Well,
Oh,
either
shit.
that or I can come down to you.
I accidentally backed out.
Okay.
Hold on. God dang it.
Vince
Wait till you
coming.
see my Chevelle. You'll love it.
I guess I gotta upgrade mine. I thought I had an old school Chevelle. It's not good enough for y'all.
Mine's an old school Chevelle too.
No. You had too many points on
Yeah.
there. It's too good for you guys.
Mine's an old school Chevelle. But it's in the spirit of Vice Grip Garage. I'll tell you that. As soon as you see it, you say, "I've seen that
So-
on YouTube before."
How many points are we doing or whatever?
Well, I
Mine's
can
at-
come down to y'all.
Mine's at 400.
He's at 400. You're at 393.
I upgraded mine to just good enough.
Just good enough to what?
393 or whatever. That's good enough.
All right, I'm gonna bring mine down then, because mine's too high.
Where's yours at? Like 9,000?
No, 610. It's
Just 610. Holy shit.
yeah, but I did some things to it. Okay.
Dang, a race car.
No, I didn't do a whole lot to it. Let me see what I did to it. Nothing to the engine, nothing to the exhaust, nothing to the
It's
intake.
fine.
Oh, I got race brakes on it. I got a race suspension
Yeah,
and sway
it's
bars
good.
and weight reduction. Oh my goodness, I really went overboard.
Son of a bitch. You know the cars I really like when I was at the cruising weekend. I looked at the cars at the inlet.
Yeah.
When I see the old muscle cars with an LS3 in it, I was like, oh, I like that. Like the old muscle car with a Camaro engine in it, a new Camaro engine in it.
Right.
Camaro or GTO. I had it. Isn't it crazy that my 2006 GTO has the same horsepower as my 2011 Camaro? And I think
crazy.
my GTO was faster. My GTO would.
It probably is.
My GTO when it hit second gear, the rear end would go like it would squeal
Oh,
the
yeah.
wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't understand how that works. Same engine, but my GTO was faster. 2006.
All right, I'm almost there. I'm working on it. Where
Hurry
you
up.
guys at? Where
I'm
you
ready.
guys at?
I'm 400.
I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Don't have any aerodynamics on it. The hell have I got?
It's an old car. Who cares?
It's an old car, but I'm just under 500 right now. I'm having to take everything off.
Just hit the brakes real hard.
Hit the.
Uh-huh.
Man. Holy crap.
I think the cars I saw the most there.
What the hell have I got? Oh, I see what it is. It's tires.
Chevelles.
It's tires.
Goddamn. My brother bought My brother's looking at new cars. He had a Volvo, 400 horsepower hybrid, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Nice car, but he's looking at cars, upscaling car ideas, and he bought that Hyundai Santa Fe hybrid. That is,
Really?
it's one of the ugliest cars I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, it is. It's,
I don't
oh,
have the.
God.
Do you know which one it is? Like the big SUV one?
Yeah, it's ugly as sin.
I don't have the heart to tell him this thing is fucking hideous. That brake lights are like 20 inches off the ground. They're like basically in the bottom of
Yeah.
the car. What
Yeah.
the fuck is this? What
is he
is
thinking?
this thing where Hyundai has turn signals at the bottom of their cars? What is this shit? It's
I
like-
have no clue. I have no clue what I've got now. I do know there's a 454, you know, or
right,
whatever
let's
the
go.
hell it is.
Let's go.
No, let me-
Let's go. Let's go.
let me-
Let's go.
let me
Let's
set
go.
my-
Let's go.
Let me set my fuel up.
You got plenty of fuel.
I got stock tires.
You got plenty of fuel. You got plenty of tires. Yeah, my brother got his car. I was like, that literally might want to be one of the most hideous cars to date. It's like $50,000 car.
Oh yeah.
Right now,
Yeah,
it's a
The more
50,000.
expensive they are, the more hideous they are.
Oh, it's like, oh, Jesus Christ, it's ugly.
I got my truck back today.
What happened to
You
your
got it back
truck?
today?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't hear Tony?
No, I didn't hear about it.
He dropped a V8 small block in it.
Yeah, man. I'm ready to go.
Wow.
Nah, he blown head gasket, bro. And it leaked into a starter. So it ruined his starter.
How much is that thing?
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. You could almost say more than the car, but it's a truck, so that truck's worth $15,000. So.
The thing is worth that much. I don't think
Dude,
so.
it's easily worth at least $9,000.
Really? Because I paid 7 for it.
What you just got, yo, I'm telling you, right now, trucks basically in today's world are, I don't know, dude, trucks, I'm telling you right now, trucks are like, something where we're like, especially small trucks. Small trucks are highly sought after. Highly. Yes. Oh. Just, you could easily sell that for more than what you paid for it. Easily. And now what you just got to do it is super easy. The transmission, you could sell it for $10,000.
Hey, this thing is still working pretty well.
But yeah, Tony, he blew a head gasket and it leaked into a starter because it was a starter. The radiator.
Did
Yeah.
Did it leave you stranded somewhere?
Yeah, work. Where he's at anyways.
Yeah, my home away from home. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Did you have to have it towed?
Yes, I did. They put it on a rollback and hauled it off to the shop.
When did this happen?
2 days ago?
Yeah.
I was surprised they got changed that quick. The amount of
What's
money
that?
they charged you for, they changed it pretty fucking quick.
Yes, it is.
I mean, I got my gears changed. I think they charged me like $1,600 labor, but it took like 4 days.
Wow. Well, it's a transmission though. Right?
No, gears, the rear end.
The rear end. Really?
The differential, which it can be tricky. I know. You got to make sure the shims and shit, everything's got fair.
Yeah, well, they're different than they used to be.
Yeah.
They're different
But-
than what's in these cars that we're running right now.
That shit took like 4 days and it cost me it cost me basically double than what the gears and everything cost me. So, whatever. I haven't had any issues with it at least. though I do have 2 leaky axles, but that's not their fault. Anyways, I would love to have a small pickup truck like you have.
Yeah.
Never get rid of that, dude. Never get rid of it. Small pickup, just a small pickup. It's like impossible to find now. The Maverick, the Ford Maverick, the
Oh,
small
that's
pickup.
That looks like shit.
That's what
No, it's
Owen
not.
has.
But it's not though. And it sells for $40,000.
Good
Oh.
Lord.
Yep.
Everybody wants one, dude.
Here we
It
go.
sells out.
The
Dude,
great
it sells
reveal.
out. It
Owen's
sells
good
out. It sells out instantly because everybody wants one.
The great
Everybody.
reveal coming up here in the victory circle here.
Oh.
The
Oh,
Vice Grip
me?
Garage Chevelle.
There you go.
Check it
Everybody
out.
wants a small pickup.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I'm awesome.
There it is.
You guys suck.
That's the Vice Grip Garage Chevelle right there. Look it up, man. I'm telling you. That's a Vice Grip Garage Chevelle. Where we want to go? Same racetrack or what?
You're
I'll
somewhere-
switch to the Ford Falcon that you were running.
We can do
T-bone.
same. We can do same racetrack, but let's upgrade the car.
Okay.
Upgrade the cars we're running.
Yeah. Oh,
For what? Where are we going with it?
Let's do like 800 or something.
Good Lord, that was higher. That was higher than I had.
Yeah. Let's just do that.
Okay.
Have you heard from Vince tonight?
I have not. He was at work today.
For 24 seconds.
Yeah.
894. That's what I'm picking. This car I'm picking. You guys can do something with it. I don't know. I'm just picking this car.
All right. I'll match it.
894. I got a ways to go.
I'll be right back.
All right.
I sent Vince an invite and Brian an invite.
Okay. Well, you know
I
Brian
didn't
won't
send-
join before 10.
I didn't send one to John. I can.
Send one to John.
All right. And his son.
Yeah, I'm maxing this thing out, but I don't think I can go to 800. Yeah, I might. But I might have to go really, really, really stupid. What do you say, 800 and what?
He's at 894.
894.
Did
894.
someone have to take you home or pick you up? From
Yeah.
work?
Mark took me home.
Oh, okay.
See, I don't like that shit poking through the hood.
So you went
Mm.
outside to leave and your truck wouldn't start.
Yep.
Huh.
How come that stuff is poking through my hood all of a sudden?
Was there a lot of fluid left on the parking lot?
Nope.
Oh.
Conversion. I don't like that look. Oh, I know what it is. It's the hood. There we go. One more streamline. I don't like shit poking up through the hood. It's redneck. If it's just an air cleaner, that's fine with me. But if it's a damn blower or something like that, no, I don't want all that.
Yeah, it seems like unnecessary. It really does. Does it really make a difference?
No. So we're going to what now? 8 what?
94.
I have a
No.
heat extractor in my hood. Is that redneck? The way I installed it is probably pretty right now.
What kind of engine you got in that thing?
And what?
You running a Chevelle or you running something else?
Me?
Yeah.
You know, I'm running a Ferrari or some shit. I don't know.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
he's
we're not
not
running
running-
old ass cars.
Oh, see, I'm upgrading this old ass car.
What the hell?
I'll never compete.
No, keep it. Keep your car. Just keep your car. Stop being weird.
Keep my car.
Keep it.
Are
It's
you kidding
fine.
me?
Your car's
Yeah.
fine. Leave it alone.
Yeah, I'll laugh here.
He's a funny man.
You didn't look at the cars at all?
Huh?
You didn't look at the cars at all?
No, I thought you were upgrading the car you had. and
We
I'm going,
went up like 500 points or some
how
shit.
the hell is he getting 894 out of that son of a bitch? I can't get 894. I'm trying to upgrade that son of a gun just as hard as I can go. Let's see. I think I'm just going to run what I normally run. Let's see what this will do, because I know Tony's maxed out. Oh, yeah.
No.
Hell yeah, he's maxed out. 890. Yeah. I'm going to run this one. I don't care. I don't know if I've got an 894 car.
Yeah, you obvious. You 100% do. If I have one, you definitely have one. That makes no sense.
Why would it make no sense?
Oh,
If I have one, you 100% have it. You probably got 10 of them.
I might have to look for it for now.
There's no sound. Right, my earbuds down. There we go. Burn, burn, burn. Fuck. Nah, no chance to catch them. Damn it. Fuck. Alright guys. Cool.
Ah. I had you too. Not trying straight line, can't catch it.
I tried catching you guys, but I went off the road again. At that point, there's absolute no.
I was driving my ass off.
Yeah, you were.
Oh well.
Look, I still had a quicker time.
Hey, he left.
Where'd you go?
Corey left the party.
No way.
What
Come back. Yeah, I still had a quicker time.
the? Yep.
But I was so on the ragged edge. It was just like,
I
ooh.
noticed. He left the lobby too. What the heck?
I have to invite him back. Let me see if I can get him back. Where'd he go? There he
He'd
is.
still be pushing his car out of the grass.
Oh,
I don't.
oh, that's a shame.
Turn 1 is hard.
Yes, it is.
You gotta get the angle. You gotta get your car just right, so you don't touch that grass.
Yep,
Getting the
he's
grass,
still
you're
in.
done.
He's still in Forza. But I'm having trouble inviting you.
I sent him an invite.
Okay. Yeah, for 2 laps I held you off.
Yeah.
That McLaren is quick.
That's
not
the same
perfect.
That's the same one you always run.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I
the
have that.
same one.
I have that same car.
Same setup no matter where I go.
Yep. I have that same car.
All right, where are we going? And what cars?
Same class. I'm going to my GT3 Mustang.
Oh,
The new car I got. We can race that I don't know, Daytona.
Daytona.
I haven't ran it there yet.
How'd you like my vice grip garage car?
I liked it.
Did you recognize it or have you ever seen it before?
I didn't recognize it. I just saw the flag on it. I like the flag on it.
It's like 3 tones of blue and 3 or 4 tones of red because it's all faded. Like the real car. That's probably the first time I've run it in a race against y'all.
Huh.
Yeah.
What'd you do today? Go to work?
Yeah, I worked. And then I came home, hung out for a little while, and went and picked up my truck.
Oh, okay. Where'd you have it fixed at?
Uh,
A local
shoot, it's
place?
right, yeah, it's right there in Salisbury. It's on Carroll Street.
Carroll Street.
The hell is it called? Can't remember what it's called. Precision Car Care.
Oh, okay.
The guy we used to have do all our work has closed. I don't think he's coming back.
I don't know. Maybe.
Sorry. Oh no, I forgot. Well, we have a big time. could. What's yours? Why did mine switch? Because I had it set where it was on whatever. It was running 200, almost 200 frames per second. Now we're I don't know what's going on. Just didn't see that when you asked me. Yeah, 30.1 has got the max. Why is that?
Maybe try to match my set.
What happened?
I messed up in the chicane.
Ah,
I didn't get on the brakes soon enough. I wasn't paying attention.
I ain't quicker laps, but I was messing up. I had a understeer in the turn sometimes when I didn't hit the turn just right. There you go. Look at that outfit. Huh?
I saw it.
Blast from the past there, buddy.
Yep.
I just got that today.
I'm back up to a level S safety rating.
You are. I haven't raced online in these cars in a while.
My
Where
number's
to
like,
next?
my number's over, it's like 4,900.
Really?
Sebring.
Sebring. He wants to run the whole schedule. The whole schedule.
Yep.
Where is everybody now?
I
It's
don't
still
know.
early, I guess.
I better give it up. I invited them.
Oh, somebody's texted me. Well, maybe that was you. Nope, it wasn't. Who was it? Oh,
Who was it?
non-racial related.
Oh.
Let's see. You know, what are you running for a final drive ratio?
It's different for each track.
Oh, it is?
I got a setup for all the. I put a setup in. For
What is
all
it
the
for this track?
Real life tracks in the game.
Well, what do you got it set up for this track?
Yeah,
I'm just curious.
I used the Forza 2 nap. I put a setup for every track except the fantasy track. I don't do those. It's 4.41.
Really?
What's yours?
Same as it was at Daytona, 610. There's a lot in this car I'm not tapping, I guess.
610. I put
610.
I'm not messing with mine. I'm just gonna leave mine at 4. Where it's at.
Well, just for shits sake. Well, no, I'd have to figure out stuff. Never mind. I was gonna say just for shits and giggles, I'd see what it is in the app, but I gotta know what the RPMs are. I can't remember. Yeah, it's the same gear ratio I run everywhere. Stepped up 4 at Le Mans.
Mons is coming up. And the Nürburgring and Spa. All three of them are right in a row with each other.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Last week was a 6-hour race at Spa. I watched some of that with the FIA World Endurance Championship.
I was watching the race at the Nordschleife.
Yeah, I watched some of that too. I've been watching Indianapolis 500 practice. Kyle Larson spun out in practice today.
Was it practice or qualifying?
Practice. Qualifying's tomorrow.
Okay. I was going to say, if we got enough guys tonight, we run the Indy 500 in the shortened race. But got nobody here.
Nobody wants to run. Corey was there. He left.
Yeah.
You have Wreckfest?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Oops, sorry.
Does that bother you?
A little bit. Get out of my ass. Get right around your ass.
Good race.
Damn, I was quicker too. Just didn't have the spirit.
Oh. I had the spirit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a new driver seat.
What?
I see your new driver seat.
I told you. What? Yeah. What do you think of that driver suit, huh?
I like it. What do you think of
Okay.
mine?
It's the same old, same old.
I know. I haven't changed it in a while.
I just earned that today. Where to?
You can pick.
I can pick. Well, let's see.
That's good. So is that the first major problem you've had wrong with your truck?
No, I had the transmission replaced in it once.
Oh.
But it's 23 years old, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not the first owner.
Nope.
So
Yep.
there you go. Guess nobody else coming out to play tonight.
I guess not. Maybe Brian will.
Reese says we just had a tornado.
Who? Reese?
Reese.
Oh. Huh. There's a tornado warning here in Sharptown.
Yeah, she said we just had a tornado.
Have you seen the movie Twister?
Oh yeah.
That's a good movie.
I think they got a remake of it.
Yep. It came out last year.
Haven't seen that.
The new F1 movie comes out soon.
I know. I saw previews of it. Oh, sorry. It's starting to be half in the grass. You see? I feel like I don't have any grip there or something. And I think I got a friggin' glass splinter in my finger. It just all of a sudden, popped up. Look at that. I got one, definitely. Yeah. Fiberglass splinter. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm wearing gloves.
I never.
Right in the middle pad of my middle finger, my right hand. And now all of a sudden, I feel it every time I grab the wheel. I know. The back straight away. And the whole time I'm going down that somewhat straightaway, I'm rubbing my hand on my shorts trying to get the thing to break loose or something. Then I got to shift gears. You would think that I would have felt it earlier on. Yeah. Go away. I don't see your car. All I see is wheels. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you're not celebrating the 20th anniversary. What are you doing? NASCAR. What's NASCAR?
National Association Stock Car Auto Racing.
Yeah, used to be. Or two.
Let's see. We can do Mid Ohio.
Mid Ohio.
I haven't done the Forza 2 series yet. I got done with the first one today.
You haven't?
No.
That thing won't go away. I've rubbed the crap out of it.
Let's add an element. Let's add an element to this race. Let's make it rain.
Make it rain?
Yeah.
Fine.
Unless you can't. Well, we could do dry. But
No, I can make it rain.
I want to see how.
I can make it rain. You watch me.
All right.
Hmm. Guys are looking dark.
That's good.
Sorry. No, well, I was trying to stay on the wall. And we were side by side. So it's a tone wall. On the track. Too slick. What tires are you on?
Right tires.
I thought no, I'm on wet, so I'm just driving too hard. That's what it is. I'm driving it too hard. Before? Because it's not liking this at all.
My
I just feel like I'm all over the place. Huh?
Ryan The rain got heavier as the race went on.
Well, that was messy. Good evening.
Okay, my performance, dynamic render quality, I have that at high. Everything else I had the auto in the graphics settings.
And that's in game.
That's the in-game graphic. Yeah. I have 2560 by 1440 screen resolution.
This is on the display.
Yeah, that's my monitor. I have a 1440p monitor.
I've got 2560 by 1440.
Yeah, that's my monitor.
Fill frame rate on. Resolution scale 100%.
Yeah.
Dynamic optimization custom.
Yeah, you can. I have mine to default.
Okay.
Or you can.
And dynamic render quality high.
Yeah, that's what mine is. High. Then. If you change the settings, you'll be put out of the lobby.
Really?
Yep. So you have to do it when we're done.
Huh.
Or I can take over. We'll try to react.
We are at Bathurst.
Is the sun shining?
Yes, it is.
Or no rain?
No rain.
Oh darn. I'm the rain master.
Well, maybe.
Oh, sometimes.
Barely.
Barely.
Barely hear him.
Yeah.
Really had for some reason or some problem because I can hear Tony and you tonight.
All right.
All right.
Good evening, sir.
What do you mean?
Tuning car.
Do you have the performance index set as something specific?
No. Nope.
Well, I can't change anything on this car because it tells me I'm exceeding the performance index.
You're exceeding the performance index.
Yeah.
Really? Let's see what the rules are. Cars. Nope, I have no restrictions on.
Brake performance. Weight reduction. 48.
I got car division any, car class any, performance index minimum 100, performance index max 999, model family any, make any, model any, year minimum 1926, year max 2024, region any.
We can't apply your build for the following reason. Above target PM.
What are you, over 2,000 horsepower?
I'm not even changing the horsepower. I'm
Are
reducing the
you
weight.
are you below 900 pounds?
I doubt it.
Can't.
I've got no restrictions, none.
What's wrong with this car?
I don't know. Maybe it's the crew chief. Is it a rental?
No?
No. What car is it?
C8R?
So if I select the C8R, and custom upgrade, I'm at 878 right now with the car before I do anything. From the last time I drove it with you guys somewhere.
It let me do it, but I had to do a quick upgrade, and then it gave it to me.
Huh.
But if I go back to custom upgrade and try and back out, it says it won't let me do it. But it's still there, so.
Interesting. Lost my car. Where'd it go? That's not it. Where'd my car go? What's going on here? There's something strange going on.
Everything's good with me.
Of course it is. There it is. It just
I'm not having no
the paint.
problems.
The paint scheme was just not there. I'm going, that's not my car. I'll tell you what, I had problems earlier today trying to get the game to start. Kept crashing on me. I was almost to the point of removing it and reloading. Wrecked it.
Oh,
All right, where to?
Let's try that new track. I doubt anybody's memorized that yet.
Nope.
How many laps? 1 or 2?
One's good.
One.
You gonna turn damage off or leave it on?
Uh-huh.
You can leave it on. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, we'll turn it off. I don't know what was happening at the last race, but it was like I was seeing every other frame. And then the car didn't work the same anymore. So while you all were out there fighting for the lead, I was looking at settings and stuff, and it had defaulted to something completely different than the wheel that I've got. Yeah. Oh, boogity. I knew I was going to come across the I just knew that was going to happen. Huh? destroyed the planet. Yeah.
That's challenging.
Huh?
That's challenging to do that close.
Yeah, my, I don't know what's going on with my controls, but I got none. I got none.
I don't have any car sound.
Something's going stupid.
I didn't have it last week either. I can hear other people's cars, but not mine.
Really.
Yep.
I can hear my car.
I can hear mine, but I'm having all kinds of troubles with my saved settings. Really weird. So you're having problems with your cars or with your sound.
Yes.
So when you go into audio and there's settings,
How do I go into audio?
it's under settings at the main menu.
Okay. Audio.
I would think it'd be
Sound
player
effects
engine.
100.
Huh?
Yeah. 100.
On player engine?
Yep.
What's SFX? What is that?
Everything was 100 except for tires. I had 90.
Really?
Yep.
No, I can't drive like that. I've turned some shit down. Master output is 100.
Yep.
There's no way to mute yourself, is there?
You have to turn your microphone off.
Yeah, it would mute my voice, not my engine.
That's weird. Because it's hard to drive without listening to the car.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anything else to go to. Play.
I have my master output at 90 for audio.
I got my 100. I got voiceover at 20. Voice chat at 100. Music at 20. SFX 100. Player engine 60. Tires 75. Opponent car 50. Impact 75. Environments 65. HUD 75.
That's a HUD.
UI 100. That's weird. I'm not sure what your problem is. We're echoing. We're echoing again.
Just you?
No, Tony was echoing too. No,
I
I'm
can
not.
hear an echo.
I don't hear an echo now. Say something, Tony.
Something.
Yeah, he's echoing.
I don't know.
It's weird.
I know.
All right, where two?
Two.
Two.
Now I'm echoing. Now I'm echoing. Again.
Again.
Yeah. I don't know. Brands Hatch?
That'd be good. We haven't done that in a minute.
Shit.
Just wish I knew why my game is not holding the settings. Yours has no sound for the engine, and mine has no settings. Right now, it's showing the correct one. Thrustmaster TX Racing. Under input. But it's not the settings that I saved in the advanced input. Because it doesn't feel right. Weird. Hi. Do what?
Fill my fuel.
What the hell's random about the starting grid? Yes, that's because my son's I don't understand what's going on.
I could hear my car that time.
Huh?
I could hear my car that time.
Did you?
Yeah. I just couldn't drive it.
I'm wondering if that's what my problem is.
Turn the ghosting off.
Where are we going?
Daytona.
Daytona.
Let's do it at night.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
What?
It looked like it was going to be a
A rain
standing start.
I don't want no standing start. Rolling start.
Rolling start. It just showed your car there, so I'm... What the hell is wrong with this car? I don't know. It's got to be the force feedback. I'm not feeling something. Something's not working. Me or the car. Something. What is random about this?
This is the first time I've been in the back.
I've been up front every time. Now it's pushing like a dump truck. What did you do? Run out of tires?
I spun it in the banks on the 4th lap. And it couldn't drive very after that.
You got down on the apron.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to Watkins Glen.
To do this thing. Just unstable as all get out.
It is a British car. Maybe something broke.
Could be. Yeah, but the other night, nobody could touch it. You know what I mean? I couldn't do anything right, anything wrong with it.
I touched it a couple times last Friday.
Well, okay. I don't think my force feedback is right. Something. I'm just not reading the car. Oh, look, I'm starting at the back.
Evan Lewis still piling in the right.
This car is working me to death. It's I don't know what's going on.
You to death.
I don't know what's going on, man. I do not have a clue. I think it's my force feedback settings, and I don't have them to where they've been in the past. So I'm gonna have to go to the console, find out how they are, and start from there.
Yeah, you can just compare them.
Yeah. So I most of the time I'm getting the wheel is constantly giving me a vibration when I'm in the turns, like the tires are skipping or something. No. Flat pavement even. Yeah, it's just weird. I can't. It
Tire
hides.
pressure's off.
No, I haven't changed. The only thing I've messed around with on this car has been downforce, and that's it. Downforce from the from a couple of weeks ago, where I just no matter what I did with this car, it just flew. To where now I just can't figure out what the car is wanting, what it's telling me.
Do you have any saved settings? Setups?
Well, it's the same setup. I use one setup, and all I do is change the downforce. That's all I do.
You should save a default so that you always have something to go back to.
Well, this is
Screws
this
up.
is it. This is the one. It's nothing has changed on the setup. What I'm saying is the force feedback or something is off, and I'm having a hell of a time figuring out what the car is trying to tell me. It's different than a gamepad. And then when I got in here tonight, it wasn't even set up on the steering wheel that I normally select. So it's like the computer is changing things or something. I don't know. It's weird.
Have you put the track yet?
Yeah. It's Tony's favorite track.
All right, I can handle this. Grand East Circuit. Okay.
What's the matter? Are we boring you?
No, you're making me work.
Right. That wasn't even close, that last race.
I still have to keep pace though, and keep it on the track.
That's what I'm having the biggest trouble with, keeping on track.
Asphalt's good, grass is bad, unless you're on lawnmower.
Right. It's like the car wanders on me or something. I don't know. But I'm constantly getting in the turns, like a rumble strip effect on flat pavement. Shouldn't do that. What that does, it hides some of the other things that are going on to let you know when the car is getting right on the verge of coming around or whatever, you know? like that start of that race. I
Yeah.
hit Brian. Brian and I doored each other, and it was
I saw that.
because I couldn't keep it straight. One more?
One more.
One more.
That's good.
Where are we going?
Wherever you would like.
Right.
Either Le Mans or Nordschleife.
Really?
One of the two. I don't care
We can
which.
do the Nordschleife. Yeah, let's do that one. Nürburgring.
Ten laps?
And 10 laps would be good.
Shit, I'm doing 40 lap dirt races on iRacing now.
Not on this track, you're not.
No, 40 laps on a dirt track.
Okay.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Let's see. Blech.
Figures I'll have to pass you both on this one.
What happened?
You saw it right there.
I saw it. I
What
saw
happened?
it.
I lost it.
You just lost it. Getting down
Yep.
there to that tight corner.
Good race.
Good race. That was a good race. I was right on the back of you.
Yes, you were. All right, fellas.
All right. That was fun.
Have a good evening.
All
Good
right.
Bless one.
You too.
Good night.
All righty.